Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Surprise! We're live on a Friday. Hilary DeFreitas, the marketing mom, and Bernadette Chidley
I'm Bernadette
with
Chidley.
WSITT with today's episode of the Business Development TV series. Yes, we had personal things to deal with yesterday at 10:30. So we are coming to you live this Friday at 10:30 for our Business Development TV TT series. And we are kicking off the month of July, all right, with a brand new focus. All right, we're focusing this month on the parts of digital marketing that you are probably avoiding that are actually going to help you get more sales,
Your
get more
result.
leads, and get the results that you need. All right.
Yes. Good. And again, because of all the things that have been going on, we're going to touch mainly focus on e-commerce. Everybody wants e-commerce. Everybody wants to get the sale, and you, the business owner, probably in a cocktail or at the bar or just hanging out on Zoom somewhere, and people are saying, yeah, you got to get into e-commerce. Don't make that step yet if your other parts are not in place. All right. It has to be in sync. Otherwise, you're going to be spending a whole bunch of money and might end up with technology that you're not ever going to use. So that's why we continue to talk about e-commerce. There is result in e-commerce. You have to be delivering right now. You have to be collecting your names and emails and your phone numbers to be connecting and communicating with your customers, because that was the biggest issue that most businesses in retail, consulting, etc., ended up having. Their biggest problem was they did not have their customers' name and email. So they couldn't tell the customers, okay, you can get me here at whatever and I will deliver. Or you can get me here, put in your order, and I will figure out a way to get the products to you.
And that's foundational digital marketing. That the whole everything that we've ever learned from all our mentors and trainers, the core of everything that you do leads to that contact information. Whatever you're doing, whether it's a phone number, name, email, as you said, it must lead to getting the contact information.
Yeah. And one of the other things I wanted to mention too, there are a lot of people putting out social media training courses, what you call it,
Social
how to do
media
stuff,
calendars,
e-commerce, a whole bunch of courses out there. Okay. To me, when I came into this space, one of the main reasons why I did not go to a university to learn and how you call it, tighten the skills and really get down into what works is the professor. Yes, he knows his information, but he's not testing and he's not tweaking and he's not putting dollars behind what he's doing. Now, maybe he has a business, don't get me wrong, maybe he has a business that he is doing that and therefore can tell you what is working right now. But for Hillary and I, we following the guys who make millions. All right. And so therefore we are always upping our game in terms of the fastest way to improve your game is to be following people who are making
actually
millions.
doing. Yeah.
And doing.
Who are actually doing and making the millions. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. And your lovely chicken is still waking up.
Yes. I didn't know you were
problem. So anyway, we're going to break down in terms of e-commerce, the 4 things that you need to be doing to get sales on your e-commerce website is, yes, you need to be doing social media. Yes, you need to be doing advertising. Yes, you have to figure out what your call to action is. And you need to be also working on your brand. All right. So did I touch it? The digital marketing actions is pretty much all the things that's going to get people to notice you. You have to have a website. If you want to have a Facebook page, go right ahead and have a Facebook page only, but be consistent on it. And eventually the website is going to be somewhere down the road. You can't stick on Facebook. All right.
Exactly. You
So,
advertise on Facebook. Let's put it that way.
yeah, but you must be active somewhere. All
Yeah.
right. So that people could find you when they look for you. You must be easily found, as well as people need to be it must be easy for people to communicate with you. Right. The next step in digital marketing is what words, images are you putting on your social posts? Yes, you need customized posts, but you also need to be talking to your customer because he is a whole person. He's not only the part of him that needs you is the only part you're going to serve. If you do that, they're going to ignore you.
So
All right.
could you expand on that just a little bit? Like, what do you mean? Not just so. Is it
So, like
those?
for instance, if I sell digital clocks, okay, that's my digital timer that I put on every time I begin a task. Now I'm selling digital clocks, and a person who works on a timer, all right, person who works on a timer is somebody who needs to be absolutely, they're focused on being very productive, knowing that their task thing, they lay out their stuff in their calendars, and
Right.
and they have it all, like yourself, Google Calendar. But I do both. I do both. I do the digital as well as I have the actual physical calendar. All
Right.
right.
Yes.
So somebody who's going to be and there you go. Somebody who is going to need a digital clock likes to be on specific timing. So um, they're going to be exercising. They're going to be. You have to remind them to eat because they get so busy working that they forget to eat, and then
Right.
their stomach is hungry, and you have 5 minutes to the next meeting, and then you kind of go in unprepared, and then you start to feel all flustered, and that's not good.
And then you
So
grab
if you
coffee or the
actually focus on the person who is flustered about being productive, you're actually going to get them to be more excited about your product. And that's what I mean about um, dealing only with that small part of them that
just needs the timer. Yeah.
just needs a timer. You need to focus on the bigger issues that are going on in their life, and why the time is actually going to solve and make their life easier.
So it's kind of like the yes, right. So I understand because I think not last week or maybe week before you talked about the stiff, I don't want to say stiff, but like the
Yeah.
very corporate like brands, the stiff ones, they need to have a little fun. So somebody who's selling a timer, Timex or whatever, they may be a stiff brand, but they could throw in a social post like don't forget to eat. It's fun.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
And it
Gotta
relates.
make life fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha. That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody is the productive person only
All the time.
all the
Exactly.
time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you have to remember to make people smile. When you make people smile, that's when they remember you. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
business and life.
So then getting the call to actions. In terms of getting call to actions, I think of it in the sense of doing the 20% of the work that will actually deliver the 80% results. You know, people focus in the call to action. They focus on the color of the button. They focus on the size of the button. They focus on the call to action must be all over the place. They focus on giving the person all the information they need so that they'll get them to say, okay, I'll talk to you now, or I'll call you now. Simple things like having your phone number in several parts of your website page, or having your phone number if you're on Facebook. You have to have your phone number in your about. You have to have your phone number in the post. You have to have your phone number in the caption, the little couple words that you put at the top of the image. Making it simple, making it easy for them to find. The analogy there is the person, you, the business owner, all right, are standing up in front of your 8-foot wide doorway that is all the way open, and you're standing up there with a flashing sign that going bing, 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 open, open, open. And then you have another, what do you call those things that wave around, right?
Oh yes, the little
The hot air balloon that
yes,
does that
the hot
stuff.
air balloons. Yes.
And then you have another one of those, and then you have your door is all painted orange or bright yellow for them to notice.
Right.
And your customer is trying to get in via the window that is locked, because that's all they see.
Yeah.
It's just human nature. That's just what it is. You know?
So when you take
you
that
need to figure out what it is your customers are doing, what are they accustomed to, what are they expecting, and do that. And the only way to get that is by testing and tracking and tracking. Okay, because in every business there is always, in everything that human beings do, there are always bottlenecks. Because and as much as we always say keep it simple, we just complicate life. It's just that's human nature. We just complicate life. All right. And it's all because we're trying to put all the information into one place, and we want to make sure and say this and say that and say that and say that. We're actually complicating it and not trying to think, where is the consumer?
Where's the consumer?
Where is he? What is he doing? What does he expect? And so therefore give them that. All right? Because for instance, most consumers are accustomed to a green button that says submit. All right? And then you decide that your color is going to be orange or neon yellow. All right? So all your call to actions are neon yellow. And then you have orange, blue, green, gray, white in all different places. And your customer is trying to figure out, where's the button? Oh, I'm too confused. And
because of what they're used to. So in terms of the brand, your action is not only to keep it simple, but to keep it relevant to what your consumers are used to.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's
kind of like and you're forcing them to I guess to think, and you don't want them to have to think too much, right? When it comes to if I'm coming to buy something on your site, right? And I have to literally kind of like do the thinking that I'll have to do when I have to write a research paper, right, for a dissertation, then I'm just like, look, forget you. Let's go and find somebody else who's got it nice and simplified.
That, yes, let me go find somebody else, but it's also, I don't have time for this. Or the little window that they had to buy from you, it disappeared or you chewed it up by you making it complicated for them to find what it is that they're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, as we're going back into Pinterest, when you go to Pinterest, when you type in the item that you're looking for, it's easy to be found because on Pinterest, you type in the word and all the images come up. So then you, in scrolling through, okay, you are looking for the item because most of us can't explain exactly what it is that we want. But when we see the image, oh yeah, that's what I want,
That's
you
what I
know?
want.
So Pinterest works like that. And then there's brand awareness. In brand awareness, that's people tend to get very stiff when they think brand awareness because they're focused on being professional. They focus on you must have those customized posts every day going out. People don't want to see that every day. Um, you know, you can remind them that you're still there every day by putting up a post, but it doesn't always have to be about your business.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Some people say on Instagram that your logo has to be on every image, that the colors should be the same, or the design of the post should be the same. Uh,
Well, it helps
it
with
goes either way.
memory. Yeah,
It works,
because it helps
you know.
memory. The same way with an image, why do you remember Nike? Why do you remember Coca-Cola, right? If Coca-Cola came out with orange label, you'd be like, is that Coke or is it not? Because the color you associate it with Coke, right? When you
Mhm.
see green, you think Sprite, so that when you look on your checkout, oh, it's 7 Up, you're like, oh, okay, no, it's not what So color and the consistency of the color, it's not that you have to spend, you know, weeks upon weeks trying to figure out which color, but once you find it, stick with
Just
it,
pick
and
one.
just pick one and stick with it, right? Because that's going to be your color, right? And then what's going to happen is people are going to associate you with that color, right? When brands do a whole revamp, and corporate brands in particular, they do this whole revamp, it takes a while for people to readjust. But what sometimes you notice is that they don't change too much of the colors. The colors stay the same because they recognize people are visual and they've already associated you with this color. Coca-Cola is red, Nike is the orange swoosh. So it's like you you already have this connection with your consumers with this
Mm.
one color. So don't go and change the color, right? Maybe
Yeah,
you may change the logo to look a little different, but the colors stay the same. Look at Slack, some of the productivity tools that we've been using. Slack, for example. The colors are the same, but they did a rebrand
yeah.
on their logo, but the colors stay the same, right? So when it comes to branding, whatever you do, be consistent with it. Don't next month you decide, you know what, I don't like the font of this, so I'm going to change it. And all you're doing is confusing your brand and confusing your followers because they'd be like, who is this person again?
Right. They were there, yeah, yeah, for sure.
So again,
Yes, you keep it simple. Don't make me think. What are the rules?
keep it
Keep it
simple.
simple. Don't make
Don't
me
make
think.
clear
Mark a
parts.
clear path
Exactly.
and
I don't want to
stick
have
to
to go
the
looking for
pain.
the button everywhere.
Yes, yes, yes,
Don't
yes.
want to have to go. It's like if buttons are supposed to be underneath don't put it to the side because you think it looks pretty. No.
Well, when it comes to conversion, um, it's you need to test it, and
Mhm.
that is my point in all of this. So in order to get to the keep it simple, don't make me think, make your path clear for your consumer to see it so they continue, and you don't put frustrations and obstacles in your consumer's path, and you're stopping them from getting to the cart, or you make their search so long that they can't get to the cart in the 3 minutes that they have to put in their order. Um, and so therefore your posting is important. I kind of forgot this trend of thought I was going along with.
That's okay.
Sorry.
It's
Sorry.
Friday. We're allowed.
Yeah, still trying to get over our events from yesterday. It is one of those things, life hits you. Um, and it's kind of hard to jump back into normal business, But
Yeah.
anyway, where was I? Right, I think I got it. The ultimate goal is that you get to doing 20% of your actions to bringing 80% of your profits. And the one and only reason why digital media works so well today is because of that 20% rule. What really should you be doing to get your cost of leads down, to get a higher conversion of your likes and views and down to,
Hearts.
you want to get that conversion rate up. You want to get the
Mm-hmm.
cost of the lead down.
Yeah.
It's by simply testing, tracking, tweaking, and doing it again. If you opt in to, people said to post between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. because that's when my audience is on, they're still not going to buy from you because you didn't do the call to action, you didn't have the button properly, you didn't have path laid out easily for them. Hillary, I do click on, I purposely go searching on Google so that I can see display ads, media ads that are people in Trinidad and Tobago are doing. And I see so much money being wasted. It's
Wasted.
really sad because I know in order to run an efficient media campaign, you're talking minimum 1,000 to 1,500 US dollars. And they are doing YouTube videos because, the audience is over on YouTube. Let's do a YouTube ad. And they take their TV ad and put it up on YouTube. That's not going to work.
I always say with the YouTube, right? And not only that, not only where they place it, but not only what they place, but where it's being placed. So, targeting the 5 and 6 year olds type of content. I always say that there was this once I was searching, looking for actually doing research, right, for topics. And I was searching on YouTube and I put in whatever the topic was, right? Say it was hair, all right? I clicked on a video and then the video starts, right? And it's talking about hair products or whatever it was, blah blah blah. And I'm looking at the video. And then at the bottom caught my eye, skip ad. And I was like, this is an ad? I didn't know it was an ad because the ad was exactly related to what I searched for, and it was placed right in front of somebody else's content that was talking about it. You want to use YouTube effectively? That's what you need to be doing, because I didn't know it was an ad. And guess what? That was the video that I clicked on, whatever their call to action, because they had a call to action. They spoke to my pain, my problem, my frustration. They were right there in front of me. They made the path clear. All right. And I clicked on it. So the content that I had searched for never got viewed because a very smart marketer put the same content in front as an ad.
Right.
That is the smart marketing, where you know who you're targeting and you know this is my problem, my solution. You place your ads in front of where people are going to be searching and finding the solution, not in front of Ryan Toy Review.
Yes. But yes, very, very good point. And you need to be relevant. The gold mine is never the first your first campaign.
Yeah, it's
You're
never
not going to hit it off with the best results in your first campaign. It's always test, 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 and retest, and do it again and do it better. Change this, change that, and unless you're tracking, you know,
you don't
it's,
know.
it's
You don't know
you
what your
don't
results
know.
are.
Like for instance, I'll give you a story. So you're driving along, stop for gas, get back into your car, and your car doesn't want to start. Now, I don't know where to start looking. I'm not a mechanic, right? Now, in terms of digital media and digital advertising, social media, e-commerce websites, everything you do digitally can be tested and tracked. All right. Sometimes the easiest solution is talk to somebody about it. All right. So if you have something to sell, talk to your customers. But the biggest problem there is I don't know what to ask them. So you need to go to people who are the experts, who are going to get out of your customers what you need to find out. Yes, it sounds simple. It's very simple. Talk to your customer, ask them questions. But most of us get stuck because we don't know what to fix. We don't know
Exactly.
in your digital marketing campaign. You change 5 different things, and I'm like, I don't know what to fix in order to get the cost per leads down and get your conversion rate up. Should I throw more money at my advertising campaign in order to get more sales? Not yet, right?
Because you've got
It's
to know
called,
what you're testing. Exactly.
right,
You got to know
right.
what you're gonna throw gasoline on, right? If you don't, you don't throw gasoline on something that's not working.
Yeah. I saw an analogy somewhere yesterday. He says, yeah. I'm in hustle mode, just like most people I know. But I got to my destination, but my friend over there was so busy running, he didn't realize that he was on the wrong path. You don't want that to be your digital marketing campaign. You do that
Exactly.
with digital marketing. There's no way you're going to get back that money. There's no way you're going to get back the time. And guess what? You're so busy doing it wrong. Yes, and this is how I want to do it. This is how I want to do it. And your competition just went phew. And they're making profits, they're making sales, and you're busy trying to figure out, you know,
Yes,
because you refuse
definitely.
to give it to they give it to somebody else who knows what they're doing. Yes, we're constantly selling ourselves. That's the truth. That's what we do. We do digital marketing and we focus on your sales. But I'm not going to sell you anything if it's not for you. But I do encourage you that if you look at this video, you want to get your conversions up. Um, our clients constantly, when they execute our suggestions, they make anywhere from 20,000 to 100,000 within the first month. And I'm talking US dollars. All right. Because many website owners direct their person who's building their website in the wrong direction. All right. And because you employ them, they build what you want. They build what you ask them to do. So you want to get your conversions up and your cost per lead down. You got to fix. So I look forward to your questions. We're not going to sell you right away. I have no problem answering your questions. Drop a message below. Drop me a question to Hillary or myself. We're on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Instagram
YouTube.
and YouTube, right? Where you're seeing this video, the full length. So drop us a question, ask us a question. I don't have a problem answering it.
Definitely. All right. Well, that's our wrap for this week. Next week we will be back on Thursday, 10:30. Sorry.
10:30. And yes, we'll be going deeper into the call to action on your e-commerce website, where we're covering sorry, 3 Tuesdays. One of those 3 topics will be diving deeper into the call to action, the advertising to get your e-commerce sales up, and your brand awareness. That's it for today.
Have a great one, everybody. See you next week. And thanks for
Bye.
joining.